you ready to do the workout? Yeah!
Hi, I'm Matt, and this is Some Story, a half-history, kind of culture, vaguely valuable show. Today, I'll be taking a look back at a time of Atari 2600s and Trapper Keepers. A time where Johnny Five was alive and mullets were a real fashion statement. The 80s gave us so many superstars for the silver screen, such as Cyndi Lauper, John Cusack, and Jane Fonda. All of these have their various accolades, but one of them built a reputation larger than their film roles. I am, of course, talking about the home workout video. Now, without further ado, let me put on my lime green leotard and fluorescent pink leg warmers and tell you a story.
Stomach tight, buttock pulled in, pull out of your torso, and head right, to and back, to left, stretch it out front, and to the right. 1, 2, back, left.
I only remember one time when I tried to follow along with a home workout video when I was very young. I was looking for something to watch, and during my daring adventure into the deep, dark corners of my dad's movie cabinet, I found it, squirreled away, almost refusing to be watched again. I asked my father what it was, and he explained that it wasn't something I would like, since I was 8 years old and I wouldn't get it. I insisted that we watch it and follow along. I thought it might be fun to dance, since the people on the screen seemed to be having a blast. Suffice it to say that a solid 4 minutes into the video, I felt embarrassed by how badly I was doing and proceeded to curl up on the couch with my head in a pillow. I have heard that the best way to overcome trauma or fear is to face it head on. So, in the spirit of the American way, I am doing just that through the guise of this show. I've committed myself to the research and understanding of this massive part of the early 70s as well as most of the 80s. Through my curiosity, I have found the progenitor of this phenomenon, the original dancing queen, the saint of spandex, the only person in history to pull off leg warmers, the one, the only, Jane Fonda.
All right, here we go, John again.
Keep your weight forward and be sure your heels touch down. Now a big inhale.
And exhale, blow it out. Come on, Jane, calm down. Woo! Yep. Now go into toe steps.
Who is Jane Fonda, you may ask? Well, she was the daughter of the critically acclaimed actor Henry Fonda.
Last rains came gently, and they did not cut the scarred earth.
So she was bound to have some sort of career in show business. She started out small with her career as a fashion model before finally getting into acting under Lee Strasberg's acting studios. She started out strong in her acting career when she broke out in 1960 with a Tony-nominated performance on Broadway of There Was a Little Girl, and as a lead in the comedy Tall Story. She went on to become a 2-time Oscar-winning actress, one for 1971's Klute, and the second for her performance in 1979's Coming Home. During that time, she was also an outspoken member of the opposition to the Vietnam War. Fonda was famously photographed behind enemy lines next to an anti-aircraft gun during a visit to North Vietnam in 1972. This act earned her some scorn with Vietnam veterans who posed with her for the picture. Overall, not a bad resume. After winning her second Oscar, she opened up her own workout studio, breaking into an industry that had been dominated by male boxers and bodybuilders at the time. This marked the start of her journey into millions of homes across America.
Whew. Chances are you've worked up a good sweat by now. Why don't you get yourself a big glass of water and drink it slowly during the rest of the class? You know, muscles don't work as well when they're dehydrated.
Fonda was a former ballet enthusiast and would practice aerobics with her future business partner, Lenny Kazan, to stay in shape for her various projects, whether it be a fashion show or an upcoming film role. She published Jane Fonda's workout book in 1981, which skyrocketed to the #1 spot of the best-selling nonfiction charts and stayed there for over 6 months. It went to stay at the top 5 for another 16 weeks. The cover showed Fonda striking a pose in tight spandex and leg warmers. Fonda sewed the last thread into the stretchy fabric of history on April 24th, 1982, with her first at-home workout video titled Workout. Workout. So many scientists and philosophers are still trying to decipher what it could mean. Nothing could be so simple yet so concise. It might even drive someone insane. With this, Fonda unknowingly started a phenomenon that would impact the future of fitness at home. For the first time, millions of women, along with groups of men, were doing leg lifts, side bends, and lifting weights while going along with the beat of peppy music from the comfort of their own homes. Her workout videos remained top sellers in the back half of the 1980s, including Jane Fonda's new workout video in 1986.
And now right and left of the ribcage. Feel the stretching in the inner thighs. Now pull it to the right, 2.
And, one of my favorites, Jane Fonda's low-impact aerobic workout in 1987.
We're going to do the prime time workout. The next 45 minutes is your time, just for you. It's your way of taking care of yourself.
Unbeknownst to Fonda, this sensation would not stop after she put down the dumbbells and hung up her ankle weights.
And we're going to go onto our backs to do the abdominal exercises. You know, strong abdominal muscles is the best way to protect your back. Lie down, bend your knees, feet a little more than hip distance apart, hands behind the head, wrap your elbows around your ears.
Fonda may not have known it then, but she normalized the concept of working out at home. I mean, what else would the grandparents watch when Days of Our Lives is over? What she created paved the way for some very familiar products, such as P90X.
If you want to look extraordinary, you're gonna first have to go extreme.
Insanity.
Follow through, jump off the floor, go! America is going insane, and we are going to show you how to dig deep.
And even Zumba.
Get ready, because the #1 branded fitness program in the world is better than ever. That's right, we've taken Zumba to the next
To
level.
think that all that jogging in place paved the way for some of the most popular workout DVDs on the market is astonishing. So, the next time you get insane, boogie down, or start your journey to get righteously ripped, just remember that it's all thanks to Jane Fonda and her dedication to self-improvement.
Last inhale. Reach it up and fill your lungs, and now exhale. And you did a wonderful class. Thank you very much.